Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, Plan with Sammy. In today's video, I am setting up the month of July in my Erin Condren LifePlanner. So grab your planning supplies, a drink, a snack, and let's get planning. So I'm so excited about this. I've set up a few pages already in this planner. That video has already been posted, so if you want to check that out, you can. But this has just brought me so much joy. So I'm really feeling good about this decision that I made to switch to this planner. One thing I want to share with you is how I'm going to be using this notes page right here. So at the beginning of each month, there's a notes page. And I still thought I want to take like a reflection aspect and kind of reflect on the month. Before, or I guess the month that we are leaving and going into. And so this is my June reflections. And I just thought this would be fun to do, just to kind of help me first memory keep, because I want to really make sure I'm memory keeping and journaling in my planner. That's one thing that I just love doing. And second, I really want to focus on how I can improve. That's like one thing I'm always doing is how can I improve myself? But I don't know. I just don't like the pressure of like all the goals and stuff. And so this is kind of that, but it's not. And I already had these stickers. They're from HanCanPlan. And they're actually for the Moxie Life Planner. They're her weekly reflection stickers. And so the title ones say weekly reflections. And then these ones are like this week, my week wins, what worked, what didn't work, adjustments, lessons, and weekly gratitude. And I decided to kind of like make those work for this. And so wherever it said weekly or week, I snipped that off. And so it just is like for the month. And I then just kind of wrote 3 to 4 things per each category. And I just love how this turned out. I did use this marker right here to do the lines, and I did that just so it would match the July page here. But I guess since this is for June, I probably should have used the June color, but it's fine. It doesn't matter. But I do want to share this with you. So for my wins, celebrating my 29th birthday was huge. Prioritizing my health by meeting with doctors and staying committed to my wellness journey, and created sweet memories with my family. What worked? Planning my weeks ahead of time, choosing consistency over perfection, reading and making time for hobbies, and being intentional about family time. What did not work was not being consistent with scripture study, as well as my wellness routine lacked consistency in the month of June. And there are reasons behind that, but still things weren't working. And so that's why I wrote it down. And I try to focus on too many things at once, which is something I've always struggled with. Lessons learned, consistency matters more than perfection. Small daily habits create lasting change. Caring for myself helps me better care for my family. And then my gratitude for the month is my little family and the memories we made together, good healthcare and support with my wellness journey, and books, planning, and creativity that bring me joy. So I love this page. I did leave out adjustments to make just because I feel like that was more of like a goal focused question, and I'm not really concerned about like that per se. Like I don't want to make that be like a primary focus. And so anyways, let's go ahead and start planning July. I'm super excited. I will be using all the HanCanPlan stickers you can possibly imagine, and it is going to be so much fun. So the first ones that we're going to be using, I have some date squares in the Legacy colorway to cover up my numbers because I am making this a Monday start. And then we have just our cute little plans for the month of July. So let's go ahead, and I think what I'm going to do first is I am going to put the July sticker down. And I am just going to cover 2026. There's a little bit of July poking out, so I will also cover that up. There we go. Okay, and then we will do this. I honestly love, and I'm excited that Hannah over at HanCanPlan made these strips, because this is just like a game changer. I'm gonna do it this way though, I think. I'll line it up a little bit better. And then I can just snip that excess off. Maybe being left-handed with right-handed scissors is a challenge. What if I just, it's the same color. I'm just gonna fold it over. I know that might look weird. And I hate that my coil is like being weird. But that works. We're gonna do that. And then, oops, on this side, we'll do this one. And I will trim that. This one will be easier to trim. So, that looks so, oh my gosh, you guys. I love that. Okay, I am going to speed up this portion so you're not sitting here for years watching me put down date dots, as fun as that might sound. And then I'll be back in just a second. Alrighty, friends, we are back. We have our date dots down. I am now just gonna white out where the holidays were, because that's no longer their day. And we're actually not gonna be putting down any holidays in my planner today, because I ordered the Christian Designs Celebration Collection a couple weeks ago. Yeah, it's been, I guess it's been a week since I ordered it. But I got a shipping notification, so it should be here within the next week. And so when I get that, I will put down the holidays and stuff that I want in here. So we won't get to see that, but we are going to do this. And so as I was doing this, I think I'm going to focus on these. The deco, I would love to have some fun deco down, like, around my planner. But I might save some of this for the other pages too. So I don't want to use all of it at once. And so, the first thing we're just going to do really quick is, I have church every Sunday. So we are going to put down these little flags here. And then I have cute little church stickers that I'm going to put down. And actually, I'm not going to put one there. Because instead of going to my church that I go to, I'll be going to my grandparents' church, because my grandpa is serving a senior mission, and so he's like giving a talk in church, and we call it a farewell. And so I will put that down there so I don't forget. Perfect. I'm gonna move the day dots because we don't need those anymore. We don't need church anymore. So now let's go ahead and put down just this other stuff. So 4th of July, we're doing a family dinner. Do that. And then I have a couple doctor's appointments this month with the weight loss clinic. I don't think I've talked about this at all on YouTube, but I have on Instagram. So if you follow me on Instagram, you know maybe a little bit about this. But I went and saw my OB in June for like my annual checkup and whatnot, and they checked everything. Everything looked good, and I kind of had the thought going in, like, oh, maybe I'll, like, talk to her about weight loss. And then I was like, no, I'm not going to bother her about that. It's fine. And then when she was like, is there any other things I can help you with, or what questions do you have? My soul decided to ask her about weight loss. And I have PCOS, and so I asked her, like, is this PCOS related? And I just kind of explained to her that I want to be healthier. I've been walking more, eating better, and I really haven't seen much change, especially like on the scale, which I know is only like one measurement. And she's like, oh, it could be PCOS related. So she ordered a bunch of labs, but then she referred me to the weight loss clinic at, what was I going to say? I guess just like in our clinic or whatever. Because it's a bunch of different branches. Anyways, and so I, took the referral. She actually is the one that like called them, and then they called me, and we made some appointments. So my first appointment is on July 7th. I'm really nervous just because they warned me that they're going to be doing like a lot of different blood work and tests, and I'm just nervous just because I don't like doing tests, especially like with my body. Like with my epilepsy, whenever they've done tests, like I just always feel super sick afterwards, and I have to fast. And so that's why my appointment is first thing in the morning, because I knew I could not go all day without eating. And so, and then that way when I get home, I can just like rest. And so they're going to be doing a bunch of tests and evaluating me on the 7th, and then I'd have a follow-up appointment on the 21st to kind of like go over my test results and everything. And so I'm really excited. I'm feeling hopeful as well to kind of see like what comes of all of this. And so it should be good. But those are the appointments I have. And then on the 24th, my niece, she's having her birthday party. And we also, when my husband gets home from work that day, we're going up to my family's cabin. And so we actually probably won't be going to church that day either. I didn't think about that. But that's just like a little weekend getaway thing. And I'm not gonna lie, we're kind of feeling iffy about it right now, just because we love going up there, but my husband probably won't be getting home from work. I'm trying to find something cut in my washi while I'm talking. I'll just use this. Won't be getting home from work until like probably 1 or 2. And then it's a 4-hour drive, so we won't get up there till dinner time. And then we're staying all day Saturday and then coming home Sunday. And so it's kind of like a really quick trip, but it should be fun. I am looking forward to it. We usually stay longer, but that's what everyone could do this year, which is fine. And then on the 28th, I'm kind of going back into work mode, with our student government. They are doing their little leadership retreat, which is always so much fun. And then I almost forgot, I have a mom's craft night there. And so there is all the fun things that we are doing. And I have some payday stickers that I could use. I think I'm gonna hold off on those. But my plan for those is just to like put this in the corner and then put payday. But I also kind of want to leave some room for the Christian Design stickers that are coming. But I do want to set up my little key here. So, along with memory keeping, I want to do some tracking in my planner with my goals. And so we'll talk about my goals in a minute. We're going to kind of see what they are now. But I will, for every time I do something towards my goal, I'm getting a sticker. Because yes, I'm 29 and I still am motivated by stickers. And so these are from Simplified Planner, and I have a bunch of them that I've bought for planners and then I've never used them. So we're just going to use these cute little icons. So the heart is going to mean move my body. So every day I move my body, whether that's walking. That's kind of what the focus is to like walk. But I'm going to put a little heart sticker on the day and it'll be great. And then this little dot right here is for, did I want to do the dot? I'm trying to look at my notes before I lay it down. Yes, I did. The dot is for a strength workout. So I want to complete 8 of those in the month of July. So every time I do that, I'm just going to give myself a little dot. Go me. And then I want to track my steps, but I think I'm going to hold off on that. I think, because I was just thinking of like doing like a highlighter, or like I have these like little arrow stickers actually. So like I have the arrow and then like write how many steps I have. I'm debating if, well yeah, I'm going to do that because I want to reach a certain amount of steps. And so I'll just do that here. So every day we'll have one of these. So I was also thinking, I kind of want to track my weight in my planner, but I don't think I want to do that. I think I will just keep doing that on my phone. In the little app that I have that is connected to my scale. And kind of keep that separate. Just because I don't want numbers to stress me out. And I feel like that's valid. And then the last one is this little star. So cute. And this is to read my scriptures. So every day I read my scriptures because that's one thing I want to focus on. I get a cute little star. Look at that, guys. So cute, so simple. Really, the only thing I'll be writing is my steps, but then these little stickers will just kind of like live in the corner of the days that I do them. And I'm just gonna, right now, so I don't lose them, slip these in that back pocket right there. Okay, so the month of July is set up minus Christian Design stickers, which those will come in a minute. Okay, fun stuff is happening here. So I'm going to move my sticky notes. And we are going to set this up. So I have this right here that we're going to use to build this page. So with this page, we're first going to do this. Maybe question mark? Yeah. Okay. I like that. Yeah, that will work. So, okay. So I'm going to put goals off to this one. Maybe I'll put them here. Or should I put them there? Where are they? Okay, I think I'm just going to put it in the middle. I don't like that one. I'm just going to put it right here. Perfect. Okay. So this is where my goals are going to be. And then we're going to put one here. It's kind of crooked. We'll fix it. Oh my gosh, you guys. I love putting these kind of stickers down, but then it always stresses me out. There we go. Okay, and this is going, I'm trying to remember. This is going to be my to-dos for the month. Okay, and then here. There we go. I am going to put important down, but this is where I'm going to write down the sticker kits that I want to use during the month. And then for this bottom one, I got the book tracker. And so this little line space is now going to turn into a book tracker. If I can get it on right. And now it's going to curl on itself. No, 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 no. If you've done this before and have any tips for me, down in the comments, please send them my way. There we go. We did it. I was afraid I was going to destroy that, and I was gonna cry because this is like my most favorite sticker. And we're gonna put books. Okay, so let's go ahead and fill out this page. So I'm gonna put down these little dots. I'm assuming that's what these are for because there's like 5 of them and there's 5 dots. And these are for my goals. So with Moxie Life, I would set like a bunch of different goals per each category. And that just felt like a lot for me. And so we're scaling back and we're just doing 5. And we've kind of already talked about them. Because I'm tracking a lot of them on my monthly spread because these are like monthly goals. My first one is to move my body 25 days. And I did 25 because I wanted to keep an account. Like on Sundays, I'm I'm barely moving. I'm not going on walks. Okay, I keep that day very focused on like going and getting ready for church and just being with my family and just relaxing, resting. Like that is my rest day. And so I wanted to make sure we didn't count that day. And then I'm gonna probably have a couple, maybe 1 or 2 off days. And so I just wanted to make that a little bit more realistic. And then complete strength workouts. Okay, once again, I'm still moving into like working out consistently, and so I feel like 8 is a really good number for me to start with because that's like 2 a week. And then for steps, I want to reach 200,000 steps. I've done it before. I've actually done more when I was doing step bets. I'm no longer doing step bet. And so I want to see if I can do it on my own. And then read my scriptures. For 20 days. Once again, just trying to get in the habit of something that I'm not consistently doing. So I want to give myself some grace there. And then create and follow a July budget. I have been a little spend happy in June just because we don't have to really worry about daycare. It's like we have a little bit extra money, and so I just want to tighten that up a little bit in July and pretend that we do have to pay for daycare and all the other things. And so we need to be a little bit more strict in July about that. So moving on to my to-do list. So this is different than this, and I want to distinguish this. Like, these are things that I need to get done throughout the month to be productive, or these things I'm doing to better myself. And so for my to-do list, I need to plan my student gov retreat. I kind of have some ideas of what I want to do, but we need to meet with everyone and figure that out. And then I need to plan first term for 9th grade, and then plan first term for my 8th graders. For those that don't know, I'm going back to both 8th and 9th grade. I have feelings, but it's fine. I would prefer just to be 9th grade, but they need me to go back to 8th for a couple classes. And so I get to teach both next year, and I'm feeling excited. It'll be something new and different, so we'll see how that goes. And then I need to buy my niece, her name is Taylor, a birthday present. And then like throughout the month, if like something comes up and it doesn't have like a specific date, I'm just gonna write it down here. But these are like for sure the things I know need to happen. But like I'm sure I am gonna need a brain dump on here, like things for like the cabin trip and all of that. And so that's just gonna be a running list that I can cross off. And then for my stickers, I'm actually first gonna do this because I'm pretty sure she made these so they like line up. Close. Yeah, she did. And so I'm going to do the same here. That's fun. Okay. So for my sticker kits, I, in the past, have wrote, like, the weeks. So, like, June 29th through July 5th. And then write the stickers. But I do it all in pencil, so that way if I had to change things, I could erase it. But then, like, this box became this, like, super smudgy gray blob of a mess because I had to, like, be moving stuff all the time. So I'm just gonna write out the 4 to 5 kits that I want to use, or stickers that I want to use in the month of July, and then we can just check them off if we use them or not. And it doesn't matter when I use them, just as long as I use them this month. And so I have this cute HanCanPlan. Sorry, I can't talk and write at the same time. Farm kit. I actually got the kit in the vertical kit, and then I got an Erin Condren dashboard kit last year that I never used. So we're gonna see how well I can use that in a horizontal planner. And then I have my little 1989 stickers that I made. I have an Emily Henry kit that I'm excited to use. That I actually bought. This is funny. I bought this also last year. I think it was last year. And I hadn't read any of her books yet. But I bought it to motivate myself to read her books. And I read them all. And so now I'm excited. And then I have the HanCanPlan summer stickers from her advent calendar. And then I have my CAD, Christian Design, I'm just gonna write July stickers. And so super excited about those. And then we have these little things extra that I'm gonna hold on to. And then this side, I'm not going to worry about yet because my plan for this is once my Christian Design stickers come, I got all of the little die cuts that say like hello and then the month. And so for the Hello July one, I'm going to stick it here somewhere. And this is going to be like where my pictures live. So like my memory spread, and I'm just going to have like pictures surrounding it. If I put it in the middle, I haven't decided. I kind of want to put it in the middle and then have the pictures surrounding it. Or I could put it up top and then just have all the pictures here. To be determined how that's going to look. But really all we're missing is just a sticker for now right here. And then all my pictures. And so, and then of course, the fun little decal stickers, which I think I'm going to use just as the month progresses. And I just like want to add stickers here and there to kind of like make it cute. And so anyways, you guys, this is my setup for July. I actually love how good it looks, and I love how it all matches. I love color coordinating things, and so definitely love this. Let me know down in the comments something fun you are looking forward to in the month of July, and don't forget to like this video and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my planning content here on YouTube. And until next time, guys, I will see you all later.